Gotta start pulling the front end off this guy to get it back original. So we're gonna do that starting out now. Old Bronco here. We've got to pull this old front clip off to get it back to the brick nose. As I said, I'm putting it back original, the 1990 front end, because that's my favorite front end actually, besides the, you know, the big 79. But you know, they swapped it before I got it, but I got this Bronco at a really good deal, as I mentioned in the earlier video. So I was like, I went ahead and got it. Now I've got the hood and the bumper here and the clips over at Dad's. So what I'm going to do is, there's a guy that's actually wanting this front clip for a truck, and I'm going to take it off, start taking it off here, and I'm going to film while I do it. Now I've got these 4 screws already out. These are the ones holding the grill, and I think there's one more right there. Man, it looks rough, but hopefully it'll come out. And I think that's all that holds the grill on these trucks. So let's see here. We'll start taking this apart and see what we got. Alright, so apparently it's more hard than I thought. You can't just pull those clips. You have to take this whole plastic cowl off. Kind of stupid. There's 2 11mm bolts. I think it says it takes a deep well to get in behind these headlights. And you're probably not going to be able to see where I'm doing it, because it's going to be right in front of that reservoir and right in front of this battery here. So, I don't know if I can get my hand down in here. This reservoir is kind of broke on this one. We got another one. It's in the other clip. But can't even see where I'm going. And I feel it. I can't get a socket out. No, that's painful. Not gonna lie. We'll try to just hold the socket and spin it now, because I've got this loose, but I can't get my fingers back in there good enough to turn it. And that's sort of, no, that's not. maybe it is. That's not gonna work. Well, 30 minutes of ratcheting and we'll be done here. Let's take this out. It'll make life a lot easier. Gotta come out anyway. Especially since this one's broke. So I'm gonna get you all a little better view. Yeah, so I don't have a 3/8 inch 5/16, but I've got adapters. So I'm just going to run 2 adapters and use my power ratchet because this is just plastic that's coming out. I'm going to show you what we got here. This bolt and this bolt, and there's one right there. All got to come out on each side, and this whole plastic piece will come off next. Now let's see if I can set you somewhere where it'll look where you can watch it. I'm having troubles here. You can see me from the other side. Yeah. We're using the power ratchet now. Okay. So I'm gonna go over here and do this side. It's just very rusty. And this is broke, so there you go. But we get the lights out. Alright, you can see what we got here. The front end off. And like I said, I had to break the 2 turn signals, and that plastic piece ain't no good, but that plastic piece, you could reuse it. I mean, like they had it, especially if you put a piece of metal in there to hold it. But I mean, probably better just buy another one. Turn signals are garbage. This core support has seen better days too, but it's probably usable. But the fenders, the bumper, this piece is all good. I think the inner fenders actually are the same on the bricks, but I'll have to double check. But I've got them if they're not. Hood is good, except for this little bullet hole right here, which will take about 30 seconds with a welder to fix. I told the one guy that was interested in it, if he wanted me to, I'd weld that up. So I have to get somebody to help me take this hood off, and that's probably the next thing we'll do. So I got Dad out here, and he helped me get the hood off. And got it off. 10mm bolts holding it, 4 of them. So next, I guess we'll take fenders or this wiper cowl loose, both here. I think we can take these fenders loose first. Need to get these both off, and then the bumper off, and the wiper cowl. And it's pretty much the front clip of the guy. Probably gonna put electric fans in it, like we do everything. Eliminate that. The small puck's unhooked, and I just got it plugged right now, but I need to get a shorter belt and just take it completely out. I'm gonna paint that valve covers blue and the intake blue, Ford blue. And I'd like to put a cam in her She is a roller block, so I'd like to do a roller cam. We'll delete these two solenoids, put resistors in there. It's stuff for the vacuum or the smog pump, kicks it in and out, and there's some smog stuff in the back of the heads that I need to take out too. And like I said, I've been looking for like GT40 heads or something, can't find none. Swappers are killing me. But anyway, there's been looking for some GT40 heads, looking at aluminum heads. I don't want to put a ton of money in the heads, but I'd like to have something that ramps up a little better, it flows a little better than these ET7E, whatever they're called. So GT40s are really probably the best way to go for the money for me. But the only thing I can find is a GT40P, and I don't think my headers, a set of headers will fit with that. And I'm going to put headers on this truck too, and new exhaust. So really, more or less anything, just cleaning it up, deleting stuff that we don't need, like this big muffler thing here. And I'm going to make a plastic vacuum actuator, which this one I think's about had it, but I'm going to make one out of plastic instead of a soup can. I'll do a video on how we do that. It's pretty simple. I think this truck's actually got two of those. One for the cruise control too. Yeah, it's right here. I think this one actually works the cruise control or something. I'm not sure. Or something. So it's got two of those basic soup can things. They're vacuum canisters is what they are. They actually did buy those from the same company that made soup cans, but they made vacuum canisters out of them. Ford did them for years. That old 76 has got it on them too. But do that. Got to change this radiator sport because it's rotted, and that other one over there I think is in really good shape. So go ahead and start taking this part apart. Alright, so these are all loose, these are pins. And you can see the fender's moving now. I think these are 13s. Yeah, they are. And I think there's a 13 at the bottom here. I'll show you where it's at. These whoops, right here, bottom of the fender. And I think it's a 13 too. It looks pretty rough. We're gonna have to go get the impact, pull that one out. Alright, so I got the big gun. They're buying it, the clip, can buy their own bolts. It's just kind of how it is. Gotta have them, I ain't buying them. Alright, I got that. I'm gonna put it on this fancy electric ratchet here. Yeah. Alright, so now the bolt we got to take out is this one right here, and there's a spot you can get right through there on the inner fender. Take it out. It should be the same 10 millimeter. Might have to have a longer extension. Gonna have to have a longer extension. There goes my socket back in there. Alright, so slide this guy through this little access hole. Man, is that smaller than a 10? Yeah, it must be an 8. Okay. You gotta go there and put them wheelie, or wait till he gets them out. Huh? You got two that hold the air box on here. Just get this water out of the way. Alright, the inner fenders have 5.5. That one's not fitting a 5.5. The others were a 5. That other one was a 5.5. And they're right here. These are 5.5 millimeters. Why we have half size bolts on anything, I don't know. Guess it's just the cheapest thing they could buy at the time, or to make it complicated. Now all these hold the inner fender on. I've got a bunch more of these. I'm not going to bore you with it. That's how those come out. And then this bolt's going to come out, and that looks like it's this, whatever, 15, 30 seconds, or whatever it is. I don't remember. Getting hot. Alright, that bolt was a 7mm, but it was broke, and it just tore when I was trying to take it loose. So the fender's loose to there. Now if we can just get something in there to take that loose, this fender's ready to come on. Right there. And that one's already got the washer rusted off of it. Oh. Anyway, I'm going to take both hands to do this, so there it goes. And if we can get this out, I think the plastic part of the inner fender will drop down. Alright, there's the fender off. That little bolt right there is what fought me so bad. Gotta do the same thing on the other side. And then this front clip's off this Bronco, pretty much. We're ready to start building it back. And that's probably, we'll go ahead and take this bumper off, show you how I'm taking it off. If the rain holds out on me. It's trying to sprinkle right now, so. I will have to take these off in a minute, but as you can see, this fender's in good shape. So somebody wants this fender and this hood bumper, it's all pretty good shape. This piece is pretty good shape. It's got a few little dings in it, but it's to be expected. This is original Ford equipment. So the side one's the same thing, except, you know, you need to take the battery out and the battery tray comes loose, I think. I don't even know if the battery tray's got to come loose. Well, we got to pull the ground and the solenoid off over here, but it's the same process. I was going to stop because of the rain. Well, guess what? The rain stopped. So I'm going to go ahead and take this junk off. I'll get something, get that battery cable off. And I'm going to take this side off too. The easy steel off of it. And all these. Another one up there. Try to do some wiring on this old guy. Since there's a house connector here. And all that stuff. No, I didn't wire this up like this. I'm a stickler for wiring. It's a 10, so. Those are out. So we got a ground or hot or something there. Yeah, that wasn't a good setup. So there's the bottom of the battery tray. Is it attached anywhere else to the fender? Maybe right there. So we have to take the battery out. There's Alright, let's go down here and maybe start taking the inner fender out right quick. Well, with that weird size, it's 5.5. Yeah. So let's take that out right quick. Here. So yeah, these are all the and there are about 4 of these. There's one. About 3 more times on these. They're all right through here. Then you got 2, which are 7s right there. And this fender, I got them 2 pieces right there. But I'll probably just take this whole thing off with that piece because I don't have to take it out, I don't believe, this time. Yeah, I dropped my socket, so let's see if I can get this magnet back in there. Having problems here. No. Got you. This is a bear to get to right here, I'll tell you. And we'll get that out later. Alrighty. Now I think the other day, went ahead and took that bolt out. Yeah, I did. So we're left to pull the battery, whatever size that is. I was hoping I got the right size out of here, but I don't. We might just pull that off with a pair of pliers. Alright, the battery's out. That battery tray is kind of rusty, but we can fix it. And looks like there's a bolt holding it right there. Looks like it's a 10. And I don't see anything else holding it. So, I'm not sure if the battery tray has to come out with the fender. It looks like it's attached, like welded right there. There's 2 bolts right here. We can take these out. So let's take those 2 bolts out. We'll just leave the tray in. And I just pull pliers, pull the Pulled the ground off, just pulled it up. It wasn't on there very tight. I knew it wasn't, so. So, these two over here, that's holding this inner fender right here. This cord's rusted so bad I can't get them loose, so I'm gonna just try to pull them down with pliers and pull them out. Pull the plastic away from it. If we need to reuse this plastic, we can always put washers on it. But this is just eat alive. It's either that or come in here with a cutoff wheel and cut this. And I ain't made up my mind 100%, but that might be what happens here in a minute. So let's try this first. Alright, this stuff's so thick I can't cut it. So I'm gonna heat it with a torch and just pull it away. Just grab it with the pliers and pull it away. It's very thick plastic. We should be able to pull this side away now. I just turned it to rubber. God. God almighty. That's like the thickest plastic ever, guys. It's just like rubbery. It was melted away from it. There's it. Move this camera out of my way. I don't want to do it. Oh, it's hot. Oh, God. Hot plastic, hot plastic, hot plastic, and the truck's on fire. Yep. Yeah, it's gonna burn. Well, we'll let that burn for a second. Ow! Get something put on it water-wise. Oh, God, it's burning me up. Didn't put it out still. No. God. Go out. Get another one. Still burning. Is it? Unless she's out. I can't believe that caught up like that. The GoPro a little dirty. Hey, jeez Louise. It still ain't melted away when I want it to. Should let it burn longer. I don't know how I'm gonna get them out of there. Oh, burnt my hands all to pieces, guys. Melted plastic, look there. Right on my skin. There. I got it off now. Good thing is it burnt that one cut shut. Don't do that ever again. I just wanted to grab it, get it hot enough to grab it and pull it down. But instead the stuff just caught up like wildfire. I don't know why. It's still hot. That's killing me. I got a pry bar in there. Let me go in there and just pop it loose with a pry bar, maybe, to pop on loose. Oh.
Hey, see it there? Like you come to me with it.
I'm just fighting with this thing.
It depends.
Huh?
I thought it was pouring rain.
It was early.
Come on. Go this way.
Well, if I could get it out of the way, I'd do it. So I'll be there in just a minute. Well, I got all that out. I had to pry out the prize bar and figure all that in there. I can't get the inner fender to come 100% loose. Slice my finger open, I'm bleeding like crazy and went to go get something put on it. Alright, so we got 12s right here. I don't know if this is And other than this clip right here, this guy is done, I believe. Make sure ain't nothing else holding. And there's something holding the bottom inner fender. Weren't on the other one. Okay. This inner fender's junk anyway, so. There we go. Alright. The other fender's off. Now these are 12 too. And I don't know how hard them are going to be to get out. And they got bolts on the back side. Whoa. So we may be better off to take the impact and get in here with about a 15. Break them loose. Having problems on my GoPro, but anyway, there it is. It's cut down. Except for the bumper. I ain't doing the bumper right now. But the whole front clip, gosh, we might end up having to cut these bolts, is why I'm not thinking about doing them just yet. Probably going to heat them or something, so if we have to cut them, we cut them. It ain't that big a deal, but I really don't want to cut them right now. I've got to go get cleaned up, take my girl to vacation Bible school. So, but anyhow, I tell you, take the front clip off a Bronco. Not probably exactly how you take the front clip off, but that's how I took it off. Now we can get this guy. We'll start pulling this little bit of stuff out for the radiator and jerk this old core support off after we take the bumper off. And this core support, like I said, we'll take it to the scrap yard once we peel everything off of it, throw it away. And we use the new one we got over here. And I'll ride over here and show you the one I got. So the new hood and the new brick nose bumper is laying right here. These are off a used truck. And they're both in pretty good shape. A little surface rust on them, obviously, but they're all complete there. Everything's there for them. So there's that. And let me ride over to Dad's and we'll show you the rest of it. So I got this whole front clip and this core support. I don't think it had any rust in it. Like there's a little surface rust on the fenders here where they got scratched and stuff, but I got this whole front clip for like 200 bucks. And it had a lot of parts inside it, like the air conditioner, condenser, and all that stuff, or evaporator. I can't remember which one's on the outside. My brain ain't working. But it's all there. All the lights is there, which I'm going to switch to the clear lights. But the grill's there. It's super complete. And I got this top the other day for 10 bucks. Didn't need it, but 10 bucks, I figured I might try to make me a summer top with some removable glass or something like that out of it later on, like some snap-in glass or something, some plexiglass. Ain't really had time to fool with it, but that's what I got. So that's what'll be going back on it, and the color combination will be close to that, but it'll be black with that gray insert instead of that light and dark gray. So you can see where we're going with it. Gotta get some other cars finished before we get fully on this guy, but it's gonna be a pretty cool truck. Now the video I wanted to bring to you this weekend is me putting that fuel injection system all on that Buick, but I'm only about halfway done and I didn't have time to finish it. So I had this one almost finished. So I said I better probably just go ahead and make it. Hopefully by next weekend we'll have that fuel injection system. That's a big project, I'm not gonna lie. I got the transmission out and the other one ready to go in. The gas tank drained. And the inner fender's painted. And that's about as far as I've got so far. Like to have that car done so we can take it places though real soon. Like to hit Somerset up here in a few weeks, so hopefully we can knock her all out by next weekend. It is Father's Day, so maybe a weekend after that. But I do have another video film for you guys too on my wife's Kia. It'll be popping up real soon too. It's like one thing we like to do on it, we had to order a part, so. But we replaced the whole front end of it too, so that's coming up too. But until then, I hope you like this little one. It ain't the best work I've ever done, but it ain't the worst. So you can. I just appreciate y'all what you do. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing. 657 right now. Need to get her watch hours up. Need to get 1,000 subscribers. All that fun stuff. But till then, go rig something up.